Okay, bear with me. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. We're now live again. With all of the things changed. Correctly, I believe. Oh, let's do that. Boom. Not a good start, but there's always tech issues. There's always tech issues. Still having tech issues. Ah, I know why. I know why. Now I don't know why, what the issue is. Where's my camera though? This was working fine a minute ago. So the locations have changed? Why have the locations changed? Oh no, disaster. Oh, I know why. Okay. Hello. I'm here. Why is that? Oh. This has been a fucking mess. Alright. Excuse me. Ungroup. You, little guy, get over here. Don't know what the hell you think you're doing. That's fine. Okay. Good start. Hello, everyone. I haven't streamed in a minute. And I've been playing a lot of Final Fantasy, and I thought, I can't stream this. So I'm gonna. And that's about all there is to it. Are we good? What's our vertical stream looking like? Okay, that's fine. Everything's moving. Everyone can hear me. I hope the volume's okay. Maybe I need to turn the game up a bit. Okay. If there are any issues with volume, I'd appreciate it if anyone could let me know. But I think we're right here. I don't like having the little tiny camera in the corner. I prefer having the other camera, but I can't stream everywhere and also do that. So we do with what we do. Plan today is I'm currently finishing off Stormblood. I have done all the main MSQ. Our next mission, I believe, is the start of 4.4. Yes, 4.4, which is still on the tail end of Stormblood, but more in the movement towards and into Shadowbringers. But before we do any of that, I have things I want to do. One of them being, we have 2 classes to unlock. We have the Pictomancer and the Viper. You can only unlock those once you get character level 80, and I've already got a couple of those, so I fancy doing those. Never played them before, really. I played Picto for like 1 mission, and that's about it. So we're going to get the Picto, we're going to get the Viper, and we're also going to do some of our roulettes. Just get those done. And just chill out, basically. I'll queue up as a healer because the queues are nice and short. I haven't played White Mage in a while. Let's do that. Still trying to de-rust for this game, but proud of this. So I've been working on my rep. Look at this bad boy. So we have Realm Reborn, full rep with all of the beast tribes or societal. What do they call them now? Not beast tribes. They call them something societies. Anyway, all of Realm Reborn done. Heaven's Ward done. Stormblood done. Gonna keep trying to keep that up through the other expansions. Just as a little what's the word? Bit of info. In the past, on other characters, I have played through Endwalker. I know what happens, but it was a while ago. Absolutely fucking love the story. And I want to see it all again and be a bit more thorough as I'm leveling with what I'm unlocking. So I'm just going through that process again and taking my time with it, which I'm thoroughly enjoying. I know people give Stormblood a lot of shit, but I've had a really good time with it. Set up our focus target on our tank here, so I just have to hit G and boom. Target's in. Boom. 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 Although this is an early game dungeon. Oh, I need to get my new tails. Wondrous tails. Haven't done that yet. That's fine. What even do I have available right now at this level? I don't even have regen. I'm at level 19. This is as early as it comes. I've got no interesting buttons to push at all, really. Oh well. Oh, for everyone. What abilities does a Reaper even have at level 19? Do they have any AoE? Oh. I think our tank's new as well. Gotta stop trying to use skills I don't even have yet. Oops. So yeah, hope everyone's had a good Christmas period. Got everything they wanted. I'm going to pull you over. Get him, tank. Nice. Yeah, I had a pretty good Christmas period. One of my... I call it a Christmas gift. I bought it for myself. But I just got a new coat today. Like a proper outdoor harsh weather coat. And it's lovely. Cost a lot of money because it's a really good quality one. But really feel the quality in it, you know. But yeah, I've been playing a lot with HUD and macros and things like that. I think I've got a really nice setup, especially visually pleasing for streaming. I've got two HUDs I swap between with my sheath and unsheath. That also affects the volume. So while combat's going on, I've made the sound effects go a lot lower, so combat noises aren't as deafening as usual. But I want to turn it down a bit. But when I sheath my weapon, it plays with the audio levels, so now effects go way up and music comes down, and by doing that it allows nice ambience to come in when I'm not in combat. You can hear footsteps and we can really get involved in, feel immersed in some environments. And then for combat, boom, sound effects go down but music comes up, because that way we can hear good trial music and things like that. So I'm pretty happy with all that stuff. Plus, yeah, the two HUDs. You've got this combat HUD with all my skills, see my focus target, my target will be up top there, and then I minimise it. On the short stream here, you won't see anything. You'll just see my character running about and the environments they're in. But on the horizontal, you can still see some relevant information on the bottom right there. So I'm quite happy with all that. I really love how customizable the UI is in this game. So. I don't know any of your loot. Oof, some good DPS. Keep trying to use regen, I don't have it. Good. Oh, another thing I haven't done that I want to clean up before I get around to starting Shadowbringers is I have not yet started the. Well, I mean, I've done the first quest in the Hildebrand chain. I want to get those moving along because you need them for Endwalker relics weapons, I believe, but they're also just really fun to do. Love Hildebrand. There is a part of me that has wanted to stream the entire Final Fantasy XIV story, including like the Realm Reborn stuff. But and maybe I will at a later date. But I don't know if I have the patience to start such a bigger project. So for now, I'm just starting out small, have some fun streaming what I'm currently doing, and we'll see where we go. Really excited to get back into Shadowbringers though. Is there a setting that I can change to make my heals target my focus target, even if I'm not targeting them? So like I can be targeting the boss or enemies and have any heals I cast go to my focus target. That'd be an interesting thought. I think that's how it works in a different MMO. Is it World of Warcraft? They do that? I don't know if it's World of Warcraft, but it might be. It rings a bell. Then if I wanted to heal myself, instead of targeting an enemy, I could just target me. Oh, I got it. Right, F1, right? Yeah. What else have I been up to? Oh yes, I finally got around to actually working on the squadron UI. I just accepted the quest before and then just like never looked back at it. But I want to pick that up again. But I'm not getting any new enlistment papers, so I can't get my team any higher than 3, which means I can't really engage in it at all, man. So that's kind of weird. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, I like using that focus target. First time I properly used it. It's nice. Oh, he's just tanking these AoEs, huh? Brave man. Easy. Okay. Alright, in order to continue here, we are just going to queue up for it. So that means I can take this opportunity to go to Idleshire and get a new tome, Wondrous Tales. I had a cheeky Mackie D's before I went live. Alright, next queue. We'll get another main scenario out of the way to get our tomestones. Thanks. Alright, anything interesting? Okay, so I have a question about this Wondrous Tales book. I have characters at level 80. I have some combat jobs at level 80. First of all, I've got all of them above 70. All of them. But I've got Scholar. I know that's the same as Summoner, so that's kind of one. Got the Sage. Basically got Reaper. Like, at what point do I start getting level like 80 things? What is it after I've done the first mission within Stormblood? Because 80 is at the end of Stormblood, I guess, right? End of Stormblood, start of Endwalker. I just don't know how it updates. This gives me Labyrinth of the Ancients and Dun Scaith, but it doesn't give me any from Evilis. I get Alexandra on here, but I never get Omega. I get Howling Eye Extreme and things like that, but I never get any of the other extremes. I'm just wondering, when does that open up? Because I don't actually know. See? Can hear my nice footsteps. Just enjoy the ambience. I like it. And then, if you listen carefully, when I equip my weapon, music comes up, background dips a bit. Quite like it. Maybe it's not as novel as I'm leading on. Perhaps everyone does that. Oh, so much crap as well. Oh yeah, I bum rushed the end of the fishing jobs. I've now done all level 70 to 80 stories as well, by the way. Every single one of that bastards. So I'm trying to get things as I go. Whee. Hopefully we just get a nice and quick Ultima fight. Not Ultima fight, but you know what I mean. What's it called? I'm blanking. It's not Ultima Machine. Basically Gaius' pet project. You are my focus target, and I will give you regen. We can go get the other group. It's been so long since I played White Mage. Do I have like an insta heal? I think I do, right? Yeah. So I put it anyway. Oh, whoops. Yeah. Oh my god, what are you doing? Why are you running around like this? Awesome is that guy. I'm worried that volume might be a bit too loud. I'll turn down for myself. This dungeon is all about just destroying enemy machinery, isn't it, really? You've got the one named character at the end, Livia. Other than that, it's all robots. I just realised we've got some really good post patches coming up too, right? In 4.4 and 4.5. See, this is what I mean, is that I've done them before, but I'm very vague on them. So I think I remember just enough that I'm still going to have some surprises. See, look how clean my UI is. It's beautiful. Give him the old AoEs. Flashbang everyone. I hate the effect for Holy so much. Incredibly exciting gameplay, I'm afraid. But welcome, because when you play the job for a minute, it doesn't hurt to get your keybones back in your head. Who knows, maybe we're leaving Q up with a white mage into our four lords. Oh, look at that positioning. Oh, excuse me. Oh. I think if I ever wanted to properly try doing full-on challenging raids and things, I'd probably play a healer. I love healing. There's a section at the end of the Alliance raid, or I think it's the Auburn Monastery. I think it's the one. It's during the Evilis series. It's the last one. There is a really engaging section for healers only. It's like a DPS check for healers, but basically you have this one section where the DPSs and tanks aren't able to do anything. There's nothing for them to engage with. But for about a 10 to 20 second period, there's just nothing but constant influx of damage in this one area on all players. And as a healer, it feels so good just rattling off your heal rotation, effectively, your best damage negation into your best heal over times, into your best shields. It just feels fucking great. Love it. And it feels like every fight's different as a healer, because your job gets harder or easier depending on your team. Right? As a DPS, you'll always have... I mean, the dungeons will change slightly, but generally it goes the same. You're looking to do the same rotation for optimal damage, but you may have to break it to move out of AoEs. But for a healer, if all of my team just eat a telegraph, for whatever reason, I've got to start breaking out the big toys, you know? I've got to start using the emergency buttons and working out what emergency buttons are best to use and when. And it feels really good trying to keep everyone alive, watching all those bars go straight back up. That's why I really wish Guild Wars 2 had like... Unfortunately the combat isn't built for it, like the combat system just doesn't suit it. But I played lots and lots of Guild Wars 2 and I really wish they had a way to make dedicated healer like work in the way that satisfies me. Because I know they have healers now, but it's not the same. You're effectively doing a damage rotation that heals at the same time. And that's all it is really. It's just a happy coincidence that you're healing as well as damaging. And yeah, you've got to optimize for boons. But they all kind of blend together at a point. I don't know. I'm not the best Guild Wars 2 player, but I really wish they had proper dedicated roles. And I initially started playing that game because I was of the opposite opinion. Right, in their manifesto it kept talking about, oh, we're going to break the Trinity. And there was potential in that idea. There is some worth in that idea, questioning the hierarchy, but never really paid off in my opinion. Oh, excuse me. This camera's a little bit tiny in the corner here, isn't it? Go a bit bigger. Yeah, so here she is, Livia, the final boss. She turns up in the middle of the MSQ and kills all of our friends. She's an alright bitch. How is it that you could be such a thorn at our side? Well, I will not speculate. Truth be told, I couldn't care less how you've done these things. What matters to me is the fact that you have done them. If you're allowed to continue, you will eventually deprive me of all that I have toiled for. All that is mine by right. My minions, my comrades, even my Lord Gaius. Well, you cannot have him. I don't want him. His dreams and ambitions, his body and soul, they are mine. Do you hear me? All mine. I lost everything once before. I will not suffer it to happen again. What's her story? I think she's a pureblood Guardian, right? She's got the third eye on her helmet at least. She's the sister to Lucia from Heavenward. I think. Don't remember a huge amount of this really. The thing about White Mage as well is even as healers go, it's kind of boring. It kind of just heals. If you're playing Astro, you've got all the damage dealing cards to throw around, and you've got really engaging abilities like Earthly Star, I think. The one that you leave on the ground for a while and then it gets to be a really good heal. But White Mage, I'm kind of just throwing out health and then using Stone to... Now you get the lilies, but even that is just kind of pure healing and damage, isn't it? Which sucks as well, because I'll be honest with you, I really wish they'd kept the nature theme, and they have it to a degree, but not nearly enough in my opinion. I really wish there were more of a elementalist, that they're healing instead of holy, like regen and cure. I wish it was like water attacks and water based skills. You know? Anyone could do Holy Light. What the fuck is plenary indulgence? Just have healing rain. The same kind of skills that you give the shaman in WoW or the druid in Guild Wars 2, you know? I know they're doing the job rework in 8.0 with the release of the next expansion. And how in depth that is, I truly don't know. but I'm optimistic because I think a lot of the classes feel very samey or have lost what theme makes them appealing almost. At least to me. What do I know though? The thing about the whole job rework idea is you're playing a dangerous game. A lot of people are very, very tied to their job and love the way it plays currently and won't accept change very well at all. Playing a bit of a dangerous game with that. No commendations, man. People are so stingy these days. Alright. Get a sticker for that. Oh, we can... Okay, we have 600 tomestones. Which ain't too bad. What else are we queuing up for? We would do an alliance raid too, because why not? Although I'd rather not do a white mage. I'm gonna be real. Do an Astro. Need some points in Astro. Let's do an Astro. Until then, we're gonna run to Kugane. And we're gonna spend some more tomestones because we've almost... So we've fully geared healer tank. Fully geared Reaper Dragoon. Almost fully geared Ninja / Viper. We haven't done Monk or Sam yet. So yeah, Dragoon Reaper done. We haven't done Monk Sam. Physical range. We've done magical ranged. So we've still got a few sets to go. But for now, we just need the jewelry. I grabbed 2 items. I guess I'll grab a couple rings. I'm just a little bit of a collector / like, I don't know what the fucking term is. I'm not diagnosed with anything, but like, is it OCD? I just like to have things cleanly done. I like to have everything geared up as I move along, nothing left behind. My other main character that I used to play ages ago leveled things, so I had some 80s and then smorgasbord between 80 and 50, and my armory was a fucking mess. But I'm able to keep it relatively clean here because everyone currently is wearing the level 70 gear, tomestone wise. More or less. I mean, I'm working on getting that done. It's not too far away. Got some fishing rods to sell and that kind of stuff. But we're doing pretty good. Yeah, and I want to be unlocking Viper and Picto. Which is another cool thing we've got. Never played Viper once. I think they start off in Thanalan? Let's see if we can find them. Oh, never mind. What one? What alliance raid are we in? I'm guessing it's going to be either Crystal Tower series. I mean, almost certainly Crystal Tower. If not, it will be Sky Pirates. But almost is never the Stormblood one, Ivalice. Excuse me. Can't miss the DPS. What are you waiting for? For goodness sake. I'm getting a bit cold, honestly. Can't want a tea. Oh, what's this? Oh, it's trial for four lords. Yeah, if you can tell, I also try and do all side quests. So seeing a quest on the map was like shocking to me. Ah, something heroic this way comes. How fare you, Forest? As ever, I am seeking inspiration to draw upon for my work. If you have any new experience to share, I should very much like to hear. Yakko, yeah. Byakko, you say? As in Byakko of the Four Lords? He and his comrades feature prominently in the Tale of Tenzen, one of the three great plays that performed regularly at the Mujikoza. So happens, I know the story quite well. As a student of the fine arts, it was my duty to study it closely. I expect you're about to tell me will be most enlightening indeed. Mumble, mumble, mumble. Hidden beneath Hell's lid, a sanctuary for some, a prison for one. I spoke with the auspices of Reason Temple, and the leader was none other than Genbu of the Four Lords, a veritable character from the play come to life. Not that I would question the veracity of your account, of course, I merely comment on the incredible life you lead. And so it fell to you to quell the raging Arimatama of a legendary auspice in battle? Yeah, that's a whole lot of words. My word, think you faced the legendary White Tiger in battle, the Western Guardian, the bosom friend of the hero Tenzen. Yes, yes, I feel like Tanka coming on. I want to read a poem if you're writing a poem. Alright, we'll come back to you in a minute. Feared and forsaken, seeking death and solitude, saved by fellowship. Snow White, harbinger of doom. Come, beloved legend. Whoops. Alright, what we got? Crystal Tower, of course it is. Circus Tower. That's the second one, right? Yeah. Third one is the Void World. World of Darkness? Yeah. Oh, we don't have Earthly Star. I like that skill. One thing about Astro is you don't have like a move, like a teleport. That does suck. Sage gets one and White Mage. Alright, well, let's F it up, baby. We want to give... Fuck. We have no melee DPS. Isn't that funny? Look at that Bard, Mechanist, Black Mage Summoner. Savage Circus. That does not sound fun. No, 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 no. I don't even have Collective Unconscious. Man, when you get to 50, you feel big. But then when you're getting all these new skills after, you're like, damn, I got nothing now. Come my friends, let me heal you. Oh, I've got lightning. Oh, this way. supposed to drag the fire orbs into frozen allies to thaw them. Not a lot of people know that. After we finish this, I'm going to very briefly leave to grab a cup of tea and some headache tablets as well, I think. Is my stream doing okay? Right, we're live, vertical. We're not live on Twitch. Here we are live on Twitch, great. Nice. This encounter is almost barely a battle. Just get a load of ads and move on. This was it. I think. Oh no, sorry, there are a couple clones. What I really love is in Shadowbringers, you've got an optional dungeon called the Twinning, I think, which is, spoiler alert, set in the Crystal Tower here. But there's more to it than that. It's also got elements from other 2 raid series, all combining into one, and they've got a brilliant soundtrack that combines all of the themes of the songs into this one like rock hit. It's amazing. I absolutely love the twinning. I think it's called the twinning. I look like an idiot now if it's not. I'm not using lightspeed enough. Speed up my DPS. Fuck. I'm having some brain farts when it comes to using my hotkey for my priority target, focus target. I don't know why. Does anyone else have this, where you're like, keybinds in one game will be absolutely fine for you, but when you translate into a different game, there's like something in your head that makes them different. Like if I'm playing Battlefield and I have grenade keybound to G, there'll be no difficulty in me at all. Hit spamming that G button when I need to throw the grenade. But if I keybind it right now, like I am to my focus target, for some reason I've got to think about it and like my hands feel like they've got to move further across the keyboard than usual. Is that insane? It's got to be weird, right? Whoa. Does transitioning across the screens remove your focus target? So I just set it up. Let's find out. I've got my focus target here, as you can see. The Jubei Moon. It's my tank. And now we move through. Yeah, it's gone. So maybe it wasn't all in my head. Everyone go, damage. I have no idea what we're supposed to be doing in this fight, just FYI. With a different... I think you're just supposed to make these not be able to get to the boss. It will cool down a meteor soon. After freezing a load of our friends. We have to hide behind our friends to survive the meteor. There it is, kind of cool. Easy. Get out of here, aim on. Right, Major Zande. And he's a pretty straightforward fight. I really wish there was a way for focus target to track across maps. Or rooms, so everyone would refer to them as. Hey. Get me combust. Damn it, it's too early on my heel. Easy, look at that. No one took any fucking damage. Hey, more stone balls. And that's that. Hey, nice. Oh, big chunk of XP there. Oh, a new ability, because we hit level 72. I think. Oh, Black Mage. Always love a Black Mage. Got everything I need. See you suckers. What does our new ability do here? Celestial Intersection. Restore own or target party member's HP by 200. Additional sect effect. Erects a magic barrier. Or 74. Which nullifies damage 200% of the HP restored. Okay. So I heal some for 200. And for how much I heal for, they get double that as a barrier. Once every 30 seconds. I mean, that's fine. Yeah, that's a good skill. I guess goes there. Yeah. Why does it say additional sect effect? Oh, it's pretty. Okay. I'm going to be right back. I need to use the toilet, get a drink, and I'm going to get a hoodie because I am cold. So, excuse me while I'm gone for about 3 or 4 minutes here. I'll do this. See if this is all working still. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. My apologies. Are we on the right vertical? We are. Perfect. Alright, so got a cup of tea, got a hoodie because it is cold and I do not want to spend money on the heating. Our minis on our shoulder, we're looking suave. Okay, so I want to play Viper and Picto. Definitely things I want to do. And confront Suzaku. I think what we'll do first is queue, because that is dependent on time of day and other people, and it is getting to be off hours, so we will queue up for things first. I think we will. What am I doing? What will we play? Like that. Oh, we'll play Astro. F it. So bring up you. Trials. Hell's Kier. Oh my. As the return of the Mad Auspice Koryu draws ever closer. Genbu of the Four Lords seeks to marshal his comrade's strength, but while the white tiger Byaku has been restored to his senses, the radiant Suzaku is on the verge of succumbing to the Aramitama. Centuries she has mourned the fallen Tenzin, and in her boundless grief struggled to accept his loss. What is more, her ascendant Aramitama now clouds her mind and drives her to reject those who would offer her comfort. As before, there is but one way Suzaku can be brought back from the brink of madness. For the sake of the BBC and for those who call her home, you and your comrades must quell the rage within the Auspice's soul. Okay, well, while we are queued for that, what are we going to do? Ooh, we can check our guild missions. Alright, that's new. So, oh, we've got a market board right here, right? Am I insane? There it is. Alright, let's see what we got. This is a good way of wasting my money. But basically what I've been doing is, every day, I check that. 300k, dude. 300k. Oh, it's shiny though. Maybe that's why. It's actually Crystal Tower. So yeah, this is legitimately Shadowbringer stuff. Anyway, usually these items here are priced in the 70k, 80k area. Or they have been up till now. I know we have 700k, I'm not spending half of it on this. And basically, for those who don't know, this is a really good way of leveling up your crafters. Like, I will show you. All of my crafters are above 75. Many of them above 80. One of them above 80. I haven't done that much crafting. I purely do these hand-ins like every day. So let's see if I've got this one being sold. Yeah, basically, if these star ones give extra experience, and if you're able to turn in a high quality, it like quadruples it. There you go, 35k. That's what we're talking about. So now, a Dwarven Cotton Ball. I should see if that's for sale too. We need 10 of those. I mean, they are. I don't want to buy 99. That's fine. So we could buy any of these others as well, but they'd be about the same price and worth not as much as the gold starred ones. I don't know the exact value. I think it's double. But as we are in the Order of the Twin Snakes, we'll go back. And then we will run over here. wife is printing something. And we go to our personnel officer, do a supply and provisioning mission, and there it is. We have it in high quality and it's got a gold star, so look at this. We're going to get 440. Hang on, am I not doing maths right? No, we're getting 4.2 million XP for this, for leather worker. Now, just to put that in context, leather worker, a whole level is 4.7 million. Like, if you were able to hand in one of these gold things in high quality every day, it's practically level for anything you want it to be. Well, I mean, for the thing it's for. So you hit that, boom, deliver, just like that. I swear, of the 80 levels I have almost in Leatherworker, I've probably crafted 20 or 30 of them. The rest of them have been hand-ins and similar things to this. Honestly, it's cheating a little bit. And then while you're here, hand-in gear you don't like the look of, or that gets rewarded too, because when you do a dungeon, I'll move over for the vertical viewers. When you do a dungeon between level 1 and 50, even if you pass on all of the gear, they will give you a drop. And they start to clog up your inventory if you're not on it. And yeah, I don't care. I've spent so many companies. I've got so many of these things. I don't need all the company seals. In fact, if anyone has any advice for spending high exhausting elite, appreciate you trying to advertise. So there. Yeah, if anyone's got any advice on what I can spend those on, I don't consider myself knowledgeable about this game at all. I mean, I've got hundreds and hundreds of hours in it, but I still consider myself very uninformed. So, usually I'll spend these seals on materials. The best ones are your glamour, dispellers and prisms, but I've got hundreds and hundreds of these now. I don't need any more. So, at this point, I don't know what to spend these things on. Would love some advice. Why is one pepper? Oh, it resets all of the chocobo's skill points, huh? Okay, it's interesting. Anyway, while I'm here, I'm going to check in the barracks. See if we have any enlistment papers yet, because our squadron's only 3 wide. And we're there you go, we got some. Nice. Good news, Commander. We received new enlistment papers. I've left them on your desk for review. We need a DPS. If you prefer, however, I can arrange for you to meet any potential new recruits face to face. Alright. We've got a Lady Makote Archer. Reason for enlistment. I would follow a commander who appreciates the blessings of nature. That's how my character started out. So, honestly, that's kind of the thing. We would... is there a way I can look at my info for what my team currently... Okay, there you go. So, from what I remember, again, I am uninformed on this. We want a good balance of these statistics here. We've got physical, mental, tactical. She's got really good tactical. Neither of the other two. We've already got that in Nanasomi over here. And we've got 1 great in physical, 1 great in mental. Do we have others? I'm going to pick her up. Where am I? What happens if I click question? That's a hell of an outfit, lady. Sure, come on in. We can recruit more than 4, so we'll see if anyone else has applied. Squadron is now 4 strong. Whee. The barracks has room for 8 soldiers. If you wish to enlist any promising new recruits beyond that, I'm afraid you need to discharge one of the existing ones. Right then, they say experience is the best teacher, so how about we jump straight into a simple mission? So deploy your squadron and ask for squadron missions. Do we have anyone else that's enlisted? No. Alright. Maybe that will trigger once we send them on a mission. Maybe this is still some kind of like tutorial zoning. Greetings, Commander. The squadron is eager to receive your next orders. Missions. Our fledgling squadron's first deployment. Now, ordinarily, I would offer you a list of pre-approved duties to choose from, but I've taken the liberty of arranging a simple mission to ease recruits into their roles. What you need to do is confirm the squadron members and give the signal to deploy. Yeah, choose them and then hit deploy. City patrol. See, they already don't meet the strength required. That's fine, we'll keep an eye on that. So, take an hour. So about 3:45 my time. Okay, company seals. That's good. That's something to spend on, I guess. Okay, great. Perfect. Thanks, dude. While in here, is there anything to go in the glamour dresser? This was already in there. I was confused for a second. I'm going to try and keep in mind the fact I am streaming to vertical layouts. Right, nothing to go in. Do my best to keep all actions center of screen. Okay, also in this in City, New Gradana, we have the quest to become Pictomancer. Holy! From a distance, that did not look like she was wearing anything. Look at that. Look at that. Just whacking them out there. There's a bravery in that. Well, I'm gonna sell some stuff to you, lady. I want to have my mini out, but it keeps blocking my clicks. It's annoying. Got all these key thoughts I bought. I caught. That was a nightmare, I want to be honest with you. The fishing questline, the MSQ for fishing, was awful. I didn't like it, it was boring, and leveling in general is not the kind of puzzle I enjoy. I had to Google every step of that. It was a damn nightmare. Alright. Well, I need to check my do the God Saucer. We'll do our daily mini cackpot, whatever it's called. Oh, yes. Oh, and we also need to check our containers. Hey. A little bit of money. Complete adventure. Reassign. Go back out. No money for me. Son of a bitch, sell your stuff. Get out of here. Alright. That's a good start, isn't it? So for those who don't know, this is just a daily mini game. It's just a scratch card. You get 1 to 9 randomly sorted out on here, and you need to try and you get to reveal 3. So we know here that we're not going to be able to get our 1, 2, 3, which is the real win. The second best win is 7, 8, 9 for 24. So if number 8 comes up there, we've got the 7, 8, 9. So I'll give that a go. Oh! Alright, it's pretty good. This is a really good day. I mean, we can't get 7, 8, 9. We'll try for the 1, 2, 3. Oh well, can't win them all. That was a good day though. Oh, my headset battery is dying. Hang on, I want to sell items to you. I've got like 3 different fishing rods to sell, buddy. Anything else we got? Nope, that's that. Oh, we've got some cards to sell to you. Because we're also trying to be pretty thorough with our triple triads. Oh. Just had a flashback. I had a triple triad somewhere that I needed to do. And that's left me. Don't matter. Yeah, we're coming along quite nicely on our triple triad too. Every time I see someone with a challenge, I beat them till I get all their cards. So, we're missing that one. What's that? The Mithril Triad card. And that is in... You buy it from the trader. Is that where I'm at? 4.1 and 7.4. No, it's over here. What one is it that I need buying? Straight up. Oh, it's probably one that costs like 2 million or something. Oh, Stormblood Tataru maybe. We don't have that. It's 100k. We've got a 2 mil. I could get that. Elementois. Mutsud. Sure. Roland. Fenrir, Flamin, Gigi. Senior Sabatenda. There you go. That's 200k. And then we got 400k for Nanamo. Robot and Pippin for 400k. Cloud Strife for 1 mil. I could get Cloud Strife for 1 mil, even. Noctis for 200k. Clive Rossfield for another 200. I do need some Mithril ones. Skip. I'm not going to get all of these, so I'm not going to fuck, really. I'm going to get 10 Mithril Triad cards. I'm going to change my battery on my headset. 1 second. Much better. It kept beeping at me. Okay. Let's open these Mithril cards, see if we can get the one we don't have yet. Where's Mood Sood, by the way? I don't even know what that is. Old Saucer. Card list. So there's our Mithril. It's not even the one that we wanted to go there to buy. Where's that? From Faris? Oh, that's from a dungeon. That's from the vault. This one's purchased. Four Tops Manservant. Gotta go Four Tops Manor. I didn't know how to do Mistress Ballad of Thordin. Oh. The Battle Hall. Wow. There's a low from the Battle Hall. Great Google Library Hard. Okay, so we've got some to do here. Who are you? Asa Phobad. Yep. There's Fokale, Hien, Shinryu. Asa Mutsud. Oh yeah, that's an enemy in like Alamigo. Omega. Stormblood Tataru Taru. Isn't she a cutie? Bot 1 and 1. Absolute nightmare. Not a good card. Ultima High Seraph. Pretty fucking good. Alpha. Love him. Just a good all-rounder there. I've never been to the Battle Hall. I guess I should go. Anyway, let's open these. See if we can get the one we don't have. Have we just done that? In the first go? We did. I think that's all of them. Can I sell these back? Just the card packs? No. Let me sell it back to you. I don't need these anymore. Oh, bitch. Oh, that's fine. We'll just have to sell them back individually. This queue's taking forever. I thought we're doing quick sitting, we're a healer. Oh, waste of MGP, oh well. While we're waiting on that, let's go to take down the 4 Thompson answer. It should be pretty easy, I think. Last Vigil. Let me in. There you are, you bastard. How many cards you got? Just the one, right? 2. Oh, no, 1, yeah. Artoriel and Amana Lane. That's almost certainly got to be the head of the house, right? What's his name? Edward? Something like that? Let's see what you got. 3 open and plus. Artoriel. Count Edmont. Edward was closed. Or Hoshfont. Do you even have a Hoshfont? I don't know. Oh, you son of a bitch. Oh, son of a bitch. Yeah. No. Draw. Draw. Probably could play that better, but I was rushed. Here we go. Look at this. Minor Rami Tama. Damn. Alright, go. Again, I've done this once upon a time. Don't remember a single fucking thing. So it's as good as a new fight to me. Ooh, she looked cool.
Tenzin? Tenzin, 'tis I! Sheathe your sword, I beg of you! You gave me the strength to rise from the ashes.
Oh, wow. There's a lot going on right now. Oh, there's a lot of dudes. put down this to be safe. Oh wow, 2 Lady of Crowns going on. Nice. Oh, middle one. Go over here. Get over here. Okay. This is gorgeous.
Lose you again.
Okay, what are we doing? Oh, hello. I don't understand. Don't understand. Oh, we've got to look the right way. Oh, that's cool.
Trust in me,
Oh,
my
she looks
love.
so cool.
I will protect you, I promise. Please, my love, if only you would listen.
Oh, look at this, man. It's gorgeous. Oh, I didn't know that was a push.
Why do you do this?
I didn't do nothing, lady. You asked me to do this.
All I ever wanted was for you and I to... Hearken to my melody.
Oh, I remember this. So, black's gonna explode, so don't be on black.
All I ever wanted was for you
This
and
shit's
I
cool.
to...
This is the Four Lords, I feel like, and Omega. They really like stepped up the quality of the raids and things. Put this down. could have used collective unconscious there as well. I think me and this healer are doing a pretty good job between us.
We will wake you from this madness.
Oof. It's really hard using Earthly Star effectively when you don't know the fight. Okay. So it's going to be ZB. Almost Mizu. Ow. So we can stand on the last one until... Yeah, okay, that makes sense. We'll stand on the final one. And now it's not going to be this one again, so we'll stand here. That's easy. Oh, whoops. Oh, wow. Ooh. Oh, this is crazy, man. It's getting a bit much. It's getting a bit much.
All I ever wanted was for you and I to...
Come on, guys, finish off, please. Oh no! Oh, guys, it's taken so long. Oh, why me? Why me? Why me? Why me? That was damn close. One healer left, man. Hey, Phoenix. Oh, she dead. Bye, friend. Little golf clap. I've got a plug-in. The more competitions you get, the more of a little applause you get at the end. How long have I been blinded by the stream? This never-ending nightmare, unable to escape the memory of my beloved. I owe you an apology, brave warrior, as well as my life. In spite of the crude and disrespectful way I treated you, you nevertheless risked your life to free my heart from the terrible delusion which threatened to consume my soul. For the first time in centuries, I can reflect on my time with the man I so deeply loved without being driven to tears. Story time. I was born into this world long, long ago, blessed with crimson plumage that shone like blazing fire in the sun. My form was likened to that of a firebird of legend, a being said to have the power to confer immortality upon mortal men. Thus was I pursued endlessly by those who yearned to conquer death. To them, to all mankind, I was no more than a means to an end. There he is, Tenzin. But Tenzin, Tenzin did not look upon me so. To him, I was much more, and he would become everything to me. Together we travelled, we four lords and the samurai. As comrades in arms, we journeyed the realm, feared at first by many of our nature, for our nature. Look at Genbu, the little floating turtle. I love him. But Tenzin, dear Tenzin, would not close his heart to the people's plight. Not once did he hesitate to proffer a helping hand, and one by one, he won over those who once cursed and condemned us. Be there Oni in the east to slay, or reverence in the west to exercise, without hesitation would he bid us rise to the challenge, and lead grateful men and women to spread word of our deeds. Word which, one day, reached the ears of a king. Ooh. 'Twas by the king's order that we battled the mad auspice Koryu. Despite the many deeds to our credit, we four had only lived some few centuries, and were no match for our foe. Against the might of Koryu's raging Aramitama, my brothers and I were powerless, but Tenzin, brave Tenzin, he would not be denied. At the last, he unleashed a powerful technique, knowing full well it would leave him exposed. I watched as the light left his eyes forever. Had I been the Firebird of legend, had I been possessed of the power of immortality, had I been able to rescue him from death's obsidian abyss. And then, the cruelest irony of all, centuries later, when I finally went through the change, immortality became mine to command. I can but wonder if my bottomless grief for my beloved made it so. The power for which I yearned so desperately that day is now mine. If not to save him, then perhaps. Then perhaps to save those for whom he died. For the memory of my beloved, for his legacy I shall fight. Let us go and tell Genbu together. And Forest, thank you. Something I want to do. Why is my stream unstable? It says no more than 6K bitrate, and that's what I'm giving you. Whatever. I want to check something here with my chat. 1 second. Oh, it doesn't matter, I'll work on it later. Okay. Look at all these lovely animals around here. So, for those, just a quick catch up. It's a legend in this area of the world that if an animal lives to over, I think it was 100 years, they slowly become godlike. They become almost like kami. And they can start to speak English, or common, I guess. But they become like these auspices. Let's see, I'm going to go and see the sacred crystal right this instant. Don't do it, Kibby's going to put a curse on you. So the idea is this little pig over here is like 100 years old. And the longer they live, the more powerful they become. And they have this thing called the Aramitama, which there's a balance within them. It tips to one side, they start to lose their mind and go crazy. And we're here to basically beat the shit out of them until they get right in the head again. Hey Genbu, he is not a fan of Tataru. Oh, I see you are still in one piece. I gather all went well. Rest assured, elder brother, that I am myself once more. You certainly seem different from before, as if a great weight has been lifted from your shoulders. Your face is the very picture of serenity, I'd say. How very perceptive you are, little one. Indeed, I have at long last come to accept the passing of my beloved Tenzin. At long last indeed, but perhaps such prolonged periods of distress are unavoidable when one lives for more than 1,000 years. I myself am no stranger to melancholy. No, my brother. That you are most certainly not. Oh, how forgetful of me. I have yet to see how Soraban's training is coming along. Soraban! Soraban!
Oh, it's that wild girl.
Oh, wait, I know this joke. Is it a firebird? No, it's an airship. Oh no, join your savvy urchin. This fucking turtle smug shitty grin, look at him. What the fuck is this screenshot, man? This game will have the heights of like drama and sadness and tension, and then you have this fucking bullshit. It's incredible. Genre savvy urchin. Soraban. Oh, it's like Superman. Soraban. Alright. Okay. That was pretty funny. You did good. I approve. I mean, I expected him in some capacity, but not like this. Don't tell me that this training would lead to such a radical transformation. Look at me, I'm a giant tortoise. A tortoise! Face. Oh, because that's been the joke as well. Is we see Genbu, the little floating tortoise. Our friend Soraban is a race of turtle people, and he's like, "Oh my god, a talking turtle!" And like every time we come back, it's the same joke, and they look into camera time and time again, and just face. I was wrong. This is the very definition of running a joke into the ground. This is very good. There's no need for panic, Soraban. Probably just recited the words improperly and offered your body as a vessel for a great tortoise kami. That seems to be like a very, very good reason for panic. Unless I will return to normal after a short while. Like the Tamata Barco of geomancy? Excuse me. Ah well, I cannot say with any significant degree of certainty, but you might regain your original form by the time Forest quells Seryu's Arimatama. Seryu. Which one's Seryu? Might! What is this might? Might is not an acceptable answer. You must be exhausted from your battle with Suzaku, my friend. Perhaps it would be best if you returned to land above and took a rest. He's right. I doubt we would need it here for some time, and Soraban seems to be in no mood for company. Be sure to contact me if anything comes up. Bye. I'd been meaning to return home, even if only briefly, but given my current state, it seems unlikely. If you could go in my stead and tell the elder I am hale and healthy, I'd be most grateful. I've got a sneaking suspicion Soraban's not coming home. And I'm not saying that because I know and I'm playing around. I honestly don't remember. Got a feeling it ain't gonna go well for him though. Oh, that's funny, man. Where are we? Tamamizu. Ah, Forest. All is well with our friends beneath Hell's lid? What of Soraban? How goes his training? You failed to perform a ritual correctly and was transformed into a tortoise, you say? But you're aware that... Oh, I see. It must be some manner of Eorzean joke. How very amusing. A pity we will not see him again for the foreseeable future. But I will trust it is for the best, as before. He should take as much time as required. He is a tortoise after all. Ha ha ha! No, it still makes no sense to me. We get a new emote for that hum. Okay, let's hum. Oh, I've seen people doing that. They're usually like dancing at the end of the leap of faith and things. Looks kind of creepy, honestly. Alright, Bunchin. Surpassing the samurai. Bunchin holds in his hand an urgent missive addressed to you. Pass through, or here for another reason. Regardless, I have tidings from our friends beneath Hell's lid. Another missive delivered by one of the auspices, a raccoon dog, I believe. It was rather agitated too. I fear matters may come to a head. Hopefully there's still people online to do this one too. Kuryu's ward's on the verge of failure. Return to recent temple at once, brave warrior. Worry not for the urchin. I sent a messenger to her as well. Straight to the point, was it? Do not let me keep you then. Whee. Also, this is the best mount in the game. You get this from doing the Allied Societies for the Namazu in Stormblood. Look at this. Look at them. And then you can do this as well. The sound. The little squeaky feet. The bell ringing. It's beautiful. Best mount in the game so far anyway. Also, underwater in this game is a vibe. Like, it's not, there's no combat under here. There's nothing, like, extensive about the gameplay. But just the colours and the sounds, it's gorgeous. Into the volcano, fellows. Then we'll decide whether or not we're going to do Pictomancer or Viper. First, I'm thinking Viper. I've seen a little bit of Picto. I want to go in Viper. Plus I hear Viper's pretty straightforward. So we'll have a look at that, I think. I really think they're missing out on a damage over time based class. I know that I think it was the Summoner used to be one. But there really is not one right now. The closest is Bard. That's because they have two. Like, there's so much space, there's so much imagination you can use with a class based on damage over time. I think it would be a good direction for them in the new expansion, maybe. Genbo, oh my god, look at the rock. Oh, it's ripped. Oh, well, who are you, little guy? Oh yeah, we fought you in the dungeon. Monkey King. Kitian Dashing. All of these, I'm just saying it by the way, all of these should be minions. I should be able to have all of these in my house. Genbu, talk to me. Good, good. Then let us proceed. You weren't exaggerating, were you? About the wards? Would that I were. Soroban and my comrades are doing their utmost to maintain them for now. But I fear Koryu will not be denied. Even now, I do not understand. I was certain we had more time to prepare. Bah, worrying over my mistake will avail us nothing. Only the strength of the four lords united will see us through this crisis. Only together can we hope to renew the wards and keep Koryu in his prison. If all see you, Forest, to quell the arimatama of our comrade Shiryu, you do this for us, brave warrior? I will. I doubted not that you would agree, but I am, nevertheless, relieved. The last of our quartet is perhaps the most formidable among us, for in battle he commands a great host of Shiki. See this yourself soon enough, but for now we must wait patiently. Nay, Genbu, you need wait no longer. Hello. I don't know what Shiki are, by the way. But you have a lot of them, apparently. You will come sooner than expected, comrade. I trust our messenger informed you of the dire circumstances. Why haven't you been here all along? Then you know what must be done. This warrior forest will face you in battle as he did Suzuku and Byaku before you. Very well, but not here, for this is a temple, not a battlefield. To the east of Hingashi is an island I have claimed as my own. There we may wreak havoc to our heart's content. 'Tis far from this place, but a warrior such as you would not balk at a lengthy swim, I trust. Perhaps not, but it would needlessly tie him for the trial. I will use my command of the flowing waters to speed his way. If it means I am spared the burden of looking after him, then I am all for it. We shall gather at the Isle of Becco first, and from there begin our journey. Alright, dude. Urchin, while I'm away, I leave you in charge. Yes, tiny turtle, sir. I'll keep close on the others while they work their magics or whatever it is they're doing. Now, I want to try something real quick. So in the past, 20 minutes or so, I've hit the clip button on my stream deck twice. I don't know if it works. I know clips you can edit, so I don't know if it just grabs the last 9 seconds or what the hell it does. But this button brings up a previous clip, I think. So I kind of want to see what that does. It should do something on the Twitch stream, I believe. So I'm going to press it and find out. Oh. It just takes me to my last clip in a different tab. That's fine. Never mind. Alright, let's go to Siriu in the Ruby Sea. Let me out. Mr. Snake Man. Hey Genbu. Seems a secluded enough place for us to speak. Excellent. Forest was it? I see what Genbu favours you. You are not unlike him, that much is plain. Tenzin too was possessed of a quiet confidence, a well-deserved one at that. When he met his foes in battle, blade in hand, he was magnificent. As well you should know, having been bested by him in single combat, which is why you chose to join us, was it not? Aye, I vowed to surpass him, and from that day forward trained tirelessly to hone my skills that I might claim victory in a rematch, only to be forever denied the chance when Koryu struck him down. By the time I had become full-fledged auspice worthy of the four lords, there was no one left to fight. My vow was broken, my purpose lost. So are you. But the whispers within me told of another. They promised me redemption, vengeance, by destroying the fiend that robbed us all of Tenzin long ago. Whispers, brother, no, you mustn't. The strength to lay Koryu low can be yours if you but give voice to me, if you but let me lead the way. And so I have, brother, I've embraced the Aramatama. Oh no, folly. All know not to trust its honeyed words and false promises, and yet you would surrender to it, body and soul, perchance forevermore. Turn back, brother, I beg of you, before it's too late and you fall to the primal rage and become a broken shell, like Koryu. Think you know not what is at stake? If I must become a demon to slay another, then I do so gladly. My vow demands it. Only by embracing the Aramatama will we ever rid ourselves of Koryu. This I know. You will not sway me from this path, warrior. I will quell your Aramitama, one way or another. I see you too are committed to your cause. Hardly surprising, given that you fought Byaku and Suzaku. Then we shall forego further debate, and let the battle determine who is right, and who is dead. I don't know if the weather's changing because of the cinematic, or because of the environment, but it's well timed. It's indeed a troubling development, and embracing the Aramitama, Shiki he commands, may pose a far greater threat. I don't know what that is. Nevertheless, our purpose is unchanged. You must show him the error of his ways, Forest, and save him from his primal rage. Wreath of Snakes. Alright, well. Let's go. Having quelled the raging Aramitama of the fearsome Byaku and the fiery Suzaku, the time has come for you and yours to confront the fourth member of this legendary band of heroes, Suryu. Sairyu? Have no doubt that his trial will prove every bit as challenging as his comrades. For not only must you contend with the auspice himself, but his host of minions as well. Alright. I guess Shiki are minions. Oh, more than 30 minutes. That sucks. What else do we have to do for that 30 minutes? Unfortunately, unlocking new classes usually involves whole ass duties. Do you know what I could do? I could do more for the Reaper. I don't know if these have duties or not, but they might not. Let's go do the Reaper. I could do like 3 or 4 quests for this. Might get some new toys to play with. Oh, there it is. Enter the Viper. Steps of Thal. On the hunt, so we go to the Sapphire Avenue. I know nothing of the lore behind Reaper. I don't even remember what the first mission was, to be honest with you. Well, if it ain't Forest, you headed in? Yes. If I turn this off, does this make a difference? Probably not. Nope. Hi there, Drusilla. On the hunt, Drusilla is eager to get the Void Scent hunt underway. Ah, there you are, looking deadly enough for that scythe to make me weak at the knees. All just time we stopped faffing about and made ready to hunt our target. My lemures have been hard at work scraping together what information they can. Let's see what they've got. Everyone here? Good. Arnegis? You've met. No further Chimera-related incidents you'll be happy to hear. The overly chipper lass over there is Hermin. Make your acquaintances. As you know, our quarries are Void Scent, and he goes by the name Orcus. He has eluded the best, but these two are a step above that. Tell us what you found. By your will, boss. I asked around about unsolved murders and disappearances, seeing if any involved someone matching the description you provided. There's as many missing people as there are grains of sand, and no shortage of tragedies either. One, however, stood out among the rest. A woodcutter in the black shroud disappeared without a trace. No body, no belongings, nothing. I know nothing occurrence by itself, but the sightings of a stranger with skin pale as snow near his last known whereabouts piqued our interest. Now that's promised a start, but those woods are crawling with bandits and brigands of all sorts. Duskwights and keepers are said to come in ghostly hues. Are we sure this man ain't one of them? As sure as I've ever been, boss. Not many bandits have eyes the colour of blood. It's a match too close to ignore. She's got a cool scythe. I can't gainsay that, we have a lead. If I may, boss, are you sure we need the help of this outsider? How much trouble could one Void Scent be? Herman, he's standing right there, for God's sake. No, she's right. I've always told you to turn a wary eye to those outside the family. She's just doing her due diligence. But trust me when I say we need every advantage we can offer. I made the mistake of misjudging Orcus' strength before. If my hubris, my family, my flesh and blood family were slain, all of them. I was planning on holding that back a bit longer, but just before the Lemures, I swore two things. I'd repay that suffering 1,000-fold, and I'd never let that bastard take anything from me again. I mean to keep my vow, and I trust I can count on you to help. Don't have to ask twice, boss. Your wounds are our wounds, even the ones that become scars. We'll see your vengeance wrought. All these years I've scraped to make a place for us. I look forward to the day he'd pay his dues. Ain't just for me that we have to hunt him down either. He's a blight on Eorzea itself. The longer we let it fester, the more suffering it will spread. We need to corner him now while we have the chance. You ready, Forrest? You know those woods as well as any of us. And we'll need your experience if we hope to make it back before supper. Much appreciated. Alright, let's get to it then, Herman. I want you in here in Old Dar, keeping your ear to the ground for any news of Orcus' movements. I need Arnegus. You'll lead us to the whereabouts where this woodcut disappeared. By your will, boss. That'll be Central Shroud, so our best course would be set off from Bent Branch Meadows. Always happy to receive the unexpected Endwalker quest accept. I just realised I'll be here on the Dawn Trail one for Viper and Picto, won't I? God, I hope this hurries up. Oh, excuse me. Good, you made it. Before we start off, allow me to share the circumstances of our poor woodcut's disappearance. As I heard it, he disappeared nigh on a week ago. Got lost, some surmise. He was a seasoned woodsman, not some highborn traveller who forgot to buy a map. I questioned those closest to him, and none could think of a reason he might want to make himself scarce. He'd even made plans to meet with friends not long from now. I expect that promise will go unkept. Sounds like we can rule out a voluntary departure. I believe we can. The last person to see the man live said he took his axe and ventured northwest. And that's where we'll set our trap. Here, Forrest, take these, a Magitech transceiver and a candle that's scented like a Voidsent's favourite libation, blood. We're hunting, boys. Once it's lit and the fumes are wafting through the air, every Voidsent within 30 arms will come running. If either of us sees Orcus, let's give the other a shout over the transceiver. As I said before, Orcus is inhabiting the body of a man, and he can put on an awfully convincing performance when he needs must. Then give him a chance to work his wiles, or his fangs be in your neck before you know it. As much as I want to accompany you, I'd only be a liability in a fight. Whether you find Orcus or not, return here, and I'll report back to the Lemures. Good luck and good hunting. Warming up again. Oh, we've got 3 spots to go to, eh? Blood-scented candle. The stench of blood chokes the air, filling your nostrils with this metallic aroma. However, no ghostly fiends or slavering creatures emerge from the underbrush. If there are Voidsent nearby, we must not be hungry. Oh, get this. I think this is also pretty cool. Part of my unsheath macro includes automatically syncing me to any fate. I mean, to anything, but generally for fates. So I can't attack this, right? But if I press this, yeah, see, it automatically syncs up. And then, if I want to leave it, I just hit sheath and it unsyncs me. So I don't have to fuck around with clicking this button over here. Pretty cool. I'm happy with that too. Nothing. I bet you I'm going to find nothing at the last one too. And then I'm going to hear on the radio that one of them's found it and I'm going to get there and hurt. That's what I'm guessing. Where's my mini, by the way? Oh, she's still on my shoulder. My little puff of darkness. Drawn by the maleficent odour, a voicent rises from the underbrush, though it bears no resemblance to Orcus. It eyes you with a voracious hunger. Come here. What happens if I press F here? We get 2 stacks of Soul Reaver. Ooh! Nice. I haven't used that skill before. Gluttony. Summons your avatar to deal unexpected damage to a target enemy and all enemies nearby for a load of damage. And then you get 2 stacks of Soul Reaver, which you use on Gallows and Gibbet. I imagine there's going to be an AoE version of those as well. I'm glad to see you in one piece. Now what's that you have in your hand? A blood-soaked ring. The ring is coloured red with blood. Although with whose is uncertain. And you said this voicent was carrying this? That ring, where'd you find it? Blah 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 blah. I see. Then there could be no doubt. The voicent that Forrest slew is the very same one that murdered our woodcutter. Guess it was his ring. Murdered? Are you saying? Aye, while I was searching for a place to set my trap, I spotted a shallow grave, hastily dug and poorly hidden. Under a thin layer of dirt was a body matching the description of the woodcutter, a wholly nondescript fellow, save for the mark of a ring removed from his finger. Doubtless that ring was his demise. Shiny baubles are a common fixation for voicent. Probably didn't spare a thought for the owner, only the prize. I suppose we take comfort in the knowledge it will harm no one else. Orcus or not, I say this expedition was a success after a fashion. I should have praised the whalers of what's transpired. You need to catch some well-earned rest. Thank you. Well then, I'll see you back at headquarters. I don't know if this Four Lords fight is going to proc. It's taking forever. Let's go back to headquarters. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. One of my guildies just offered to run it unsynced for me. And just like easy 2-man it. But I'd rather do it proper with a group, I think. Honestly, I probably could with my level 80. Actually, no. It's only 10 levels above. Anyway, maybe we didn't get the satisfaction I promised, but sitting here with our heads in our hands won't do us any good. Let's be happy with one less void scent prone on helpless woodcutters. The only good void scent is a dead void scent. Although, haven't I? See, I don't fully understand. I use a void scent, right? Oh, mission complete. Report to the barracks. Nice. Here. Nothing comes that endless hunger for aether but bloodshed and tragedy. We're on the cusp of ending 2 decades of misery. That's how long ago Walkers came into this world, raging like an animal free from his cage, leaving my family dead in its wake. The grief he's caused since then is immeasurable. No matter where his accursed feet take him, his hunger follows, and the realm bleeds to sate it. Of course, we aren't the only ones hunting him, but he's as clever as he is vicious, and not even the finest trackers have been able to keep on his trail for long. Don't lose your heart, boss. While you're away, I was making the rounds, and I might have found something that'll soon bear fruit. Arnigus is following up as we speak. I swear someday that man's going to keel over on my account. Still, there's no one else I trust to tell me the difference between truth and hysteria. That being said, his work takes time to do right. Use this chance to hone your skills, and if all goes to plan, next time we speak, you'll have a golden opportunity to test them. I ain't getting skills for these. I'm interested in finding out exactly how this nonsense works. Not main scenario. Class and job quests. What? Disciple of War. Okay. Job quests. Paladin, Monk, Warrior, Dragoon, Bard, Ninja, Dark Knight, Machinist, Samurai, Gunbreaker, Reaper, Killer Instinct. What's the first one? I want to read through this. A flustered attendant explains to you that his employer is being accosted by an unsavory group called the Lemures, which is led by a merciless killer named the Reaper. This menacing figure has supposedly threatened the wealth of one G.G. Leo, and the merchant has resolved to defend his fortune with his life. Seeking to ensure that his employer lives through the encounter, the attendant has asked you to meet him at the Sapphire in exchange, implying that a handsome reward lies at the end of a day's work. It is not long after your arrival that you are joined by the notorious leader of the Lemures, but instead of attacking, Reaper asks for coin that is rightfully owed. Clearly, G.G. Leo neglected to divulge that he had previously hired the gang to fight his competition. The standoff turns tense, but as the woman looks you over, she is struck with an idea. In exchange for your release into her group's service, she will forgive G.G. Leo's debt, treasuring his own life and not particularly caring about yours. G.G. Leo readily agrees, and the Reaper informs you she'll be waiting at the headquarters located in Pearl Lane. Drusilla, the leader of the Lemures, and a Garlean besides, so she's Garlean, okay, cuts to the chase and briefs you on your first job, a hunt for a void scent. This is no simple task, however, will require that you undergo training as a Reaper. To that end, she asks you to touch the soul crystal on her desk, and a dark figure materializes, your avatar. The source of a Reaper's power. To claim these otherworldly abilities, you must first forge a pact to feed the souls of your enemies to this avatar, or rather, the void scent it represents. Drusilla emphasizes that the choice to do so and join the Lemures is not one to be made lightly and offers you some time to decide. The choice before you is indeed a grave one, but if you are to walk the path of the Reaper, your answer is a foregone conclusion. You must speak with Drusilla and affirm your conviction. Drusilla welcomes you into her time-honoured order and presents you with the soul of the Reaper. As you hold it close, you feel the fetters of the Covenant with your void scent tighten and meld into your essence. Meld into your essence. So my essence is melded with a void scent. Drusilla then presents you with a scythe, asks you to feel the heft of it in your hands. Equip the scythe and inquire as to whether the scythe meets with Drusilla's approval. So we're merged with a void scent. But they're bad and we have to hunt them. I'm not entirely sure about that. Anyway, Apologies, Forrest, but you're still waiting on Arnagis to come through. There's not much to do around here until then, unless you have a knack for cleaning. Herman is good at wheedling out promising stories and whatnot. But getting to the truth of those stories is a craft as delicate as weaving. I'm sure you've seen firsthand how one bad bit of information can lead to elaborate plans coming apart at the seams. Boss! Is she hiding her third eye with the necklace or the jewellery? Is that the implication here? Calm down, lad. Breathe. What's gotten into you? It's Arnagis. He's been murdered. Oh, what? What? Tell me I heard that wrong. I'm afraid not. Brassblades found him half buried in the sands not bells ago. Just lying there like some bloody animal carcass. They're bringing him to Eralig's burial chamber as we speak. Oh, she ain't happy. She liked him. Excuse me 1 sec. Whoever did this doesn't know the reckoning they got coming. Before I'm done with them, they'll be begging to crawl back to their mother's womb. I want justice as much as you, Ermin, I do. But it's times like these we need to look to the boss for guidance. As you can see, Forrest, emotions are running high. I should stay here until Ermin calls off. Can you let the boss know we're standing by and waiting for her command? Likely as not, she's going to pay her respects. I've got to make a call. I was wrong before, when I guessed that we wouldn't see a void sent and then we'd get called off. That was wrong, but this one's right. Loyal Lemure over here. He's a void sent, and he wants to get Ermin. So he told us, oh, go, the other guy's dead, promise, go check it out. And when we're all gone, he's going to go kill Herman, or try to. Now, I think there's a chance that the lady just left, I can't remember her name, because I'm an idiot. She knows this. She's going to see through it. But we'll see. I think the trick's in the name. It's the Loyal Lemure. Ba, 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 ba. We need to go to the Black Mage Guild, I believe. Thaumaturge Guild, sorry. Yeah. I was there for the Alchemist questline the other day. Sorry, Forrest. I ain't in the mood for chit-chat. Maybe she's not onto them. Where's the bloody keeper? She's going to say, what body? I don't know what you're talking about. My lady, prithee, the dead must be let to rest. The dead are going to have one more among them if you don't shut your trap and listen. The brass blades brought a body not long ago. Show me to it. Ah, yes, that they did. But are you the deceased's family? If not, I'm afraid we cannot. Family? Family? Arnagis was like a son to me. Like a son? Ordinarily, that would be... He is interred in the innermost coffin. However, I must advise you not to gaze upon the body. Matter. If she insists, then so be it. God's damned, Arnagis. I told you not to go and get yourself. Don't. Forrest, this isn't for you. Maybe he's dead. Or it wasn't him, and she's lying to keep me out of it. To use me as a pawn in this game. I'm sorry for barging in here and all the bluster. If you could forgive my rudeness, promise me that I'll just get sent off well and proper. Of course he shall be. However, if you wish to inter him within the city gates, well, such sought after space comes at no small expense. I don't care what it costs. Just send your man to the Lemur's headquarters to collect what you require. Forrest, I appreciate you coming to find me. There's someone else I have to speak with first. I'm headed to Stone's Throw. Come along if you please, but come along in silence. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Oh no, someone else dropped out. 30 minutes in the queue and we've got 2 healers and nothing else apparently. Get annoyed. We can just do that. This is what Arnagus's dear wife earns a living. Best get this over with. Arne just never forgot the debt he owed you. The debt we both owed you. Even so, his loyalty ran deeper than that. It's a strange thing to look back on the people we were, a decade younger and a lifetime more foolish. Young lovers, proud patriots, blissfully ignorant, turned to locus amonis, cradle of our people. Locus amonis? What the fuck is that? Triumphant homecoming for the Garleans after centuries in exile. The once mighty invaders had been laid low, driven back to whence they came. Hang on. A triumphant homecoming for the Garleans after centuries in exile. The once mighty invaders had been laid low and driven back whence they came, and it was a banner day when Arnagus was honoured with a post there. Who invaded the Garleans and forced them out? The honour and pride quickly faded when we saw the truth of Locus Amonis. We hadn't just defeated our enemies, we had clapped them in irons and condemned them to a life of servitude. Descendants of those who'd driven our ancestors north so many generations ago, made to pay for the crimes of their forebears. His superiors were certainly pleased with the poetry of it all. Arnagus, however, could not simply look away from their suffering, let alone take pleasure in it. Confronted with the reality of the place we would call home, his conscience demanded he take action. He began cooperating with the resistance. But the eyes of the Frumentarium are all-seeing, and before long he was ousted as a sympathizer. It was only by the grace of good fortune that we escaped with our lives. I often lay awake at night, wondering if he had outlived his usefulness to the resistance, or perhaps it was a petty senior officer that orchestrated our fall. Regardless of the cause, the outcome was the same. We could never return to the Empire. We fled to Eorzea by way of Radzat Han, the only route open to us. It wasn't soon after stepping foot on the docks of Limsa that your luck ran out, as I recall. Stopped by Yellow Jackets and accused of being Imperial spies. Aye, but we managed to make an escape. We ran and ran, terrified that our own pursuers would catch up to us one day. That is until we met you. Had you not taken us under your wing, when you did, I shudder to imagine our fate. Your gratitude's the last thing I deserve, lass. If I hadn't sent Arnagus off my downfall's errand, he'd still be alive. It was Orcus that killed him, and no mistake. He died for my vengeance. Can't tell you how sorry I am. You needn't apologise. I know he was happy. As long as he was helping you, he was happy. The blame for his death doesn't rest on your shoulders. It rests on the man, the monster that murdered him in cold blood. I expect you to see I expect you to see he answers for this crime, for me and for Arnigus. I will, lass, I will. On this I swear everything that I have to swear. We need to talk, Forrest. Someone with fewer prying eyes. Come meet me at the bridge to the north. Look how good this game looks, man. I am running Reshade, but a very bare bones version of it. It just brings out a couple more colours. I've got this depth of field here, which I think is amazing. I owe you an apology, Forrest, for not telling you everything about me and Orcus from the start. I dragged you into a fight against a foe that's cunning, brutal and utterly merciless. I thought with all of us together, we'd tip the scales in our favour. Do you think Orcus is the Voidtent that was, like, bound to her as a Reaper? And he, like, outsmarted her. But I was wrong, and Arnigus paid the price for my hubris. A Voidtent we tracked in the Black Shroud was like one of Orcus' minions, but I was too caught up in my grand scheme to realise at the time. I should have thought about why it tried to hide that body. A common Voidtent wouldn't have the guard to bury a kill. But what if Orcus taught it that as a way to throw trackers off its scent and to dangle bait for me and mine? Orcus has used that same trick in the past, and he knows that we know it too. By dispatching his minion, we drew his attention. Arnigus was a warning. Orcus doesn't give his prey swift deaths. He toys with them, cuts them, and saves his screams. That's how I knew he was responsible. It's like a signature, the way he leaves the bodies when he's had his fill. I only pray Arnigus didn't take that suffering with him to the next life. Orcus will come for you or me next. Not right away though. That'd be giving up the game. He wants us to keep looking over our shoulders, sleep with one eye open, or wear us down without even lifting a finger. And when he finally strikes, we'll be dead on our feet, playthings for him to do with as he pleases. That won't do. We need to bring the fight to him. No more waiting around for a lead to come to us. It won't be easy, but can I still count on your help? For Arnigus. Barely knew the guy. Thank you, Forrest. And if you've got no qualm risking life and limb to fight for Arnigus, to fight for me, then I've got no qualm calling you a member of my family. Alright, slow it down, lady. Family. A curious word, that. Hello. This is him. Got a Garlean third eye. Oh, I guess he's a voice inhabiting a body, right? It's him, Forrest, Orcus. Some persistent rats went nibbling at my tail. I should have known by that stitch it was you and yours, Drusilla. Should I call you granddaughter? Shut your mouth, you thrice damned monster. No, no. Monster, is that any way to greet a beloved elder? Children these days. It seems one death wasn't punishment enough for you. A second should suffice for the scant remainder of your being. Bring it. Forrest, we're into this here and now. Follow my lead. I don't think so, Drusilla. It's only a level 75 quest. I thought we might save our reunion for a while longer, but if you insist, I shall feast upon your beating heart here and now. Die! Ah, naught but dregs left in that desiccated vessel of yours. Too long has the hide been left in the sun. But your family has been replenished with fresh blood, I see. My, and what a bounteous soul this one has. Your scythe may be dull, but your eyes are sharp as ever. Blinding as the sun, pure as the snow. Delectable as a boar slathered in grease. Ugh. That was a choice. I thought to make a quick meal of you, but perhaps just this once, forbearance is in order. Such a singular specimen must be given time to fatten, to fulfill its succulent potential. 'Twould be a travesty to consume you ere you achieve perfection. When your soul is ripe with fear, swollen with hatred, and fit to burst with despair, I shall return for you, forest, and I shall gorge. Until that time, sup well, my growing whelp. Drusilla! Why are your granddad so scary? Curse these old bones. He was right in front of me. I could have ended it in one swing. For a moment, just one moment, I saw it all again. My family slaughtered lying at his feet. My life slipping away. That was enough. Doubtless you have more than a few questions. I'll answer them, I promise. But now's not the time. Trust me. Standing around, kicking the sand won't change what's done. Let's return to headquarters and let the wind cool our heads. Then we can consider our next course of action. Alright. Looks like all of my predictions have been wrong. That's okay. Let me in. Oh, I was wrong about Erethan. The boss told me everything. That bastard Orcs is going to get what's come to him. He thinks in his pain, well, he hasn't met me. Oh. Still thinks he's going to die. Look at this. Waited 38 minutes, now the other healer's given up. Bollocks. That would teach me for playing so late in the day. Can I server hop to like an American data center? Because it's like 10 PM for them. Is that something I can do easily? I've never tried it. Should I try it? Let's see. Let's go to Crystal, I guess. Can I do this? Oh no, this is stuff like character creator. This isn't like... Okay. No, it's different. It's different. Okay. Thank you.
Please.
Also, thank you.
You're welcome.
Love you. Can I visit another data center, right? Data center travels system allows your character to visit worlds and other data centers where you can create parties with friends, trade items, challenge duties, and more. Some features will be unavailable, including access to link share and free company chat channels affiliated. Yeah, that's fine. So it won't let me visit Oceania. I don't want to go there necessarily. I want to go to American Data Center. Can I not? I don't know how this works. Characters currently in a world served different from your home world. Visit an Aetheryte to return. What? You must first log out from your home. I don't know what I did. No idea what I did. What server am I visiting? I'm on Moogle. Where is Moogle? Is that EU? I mean, yeah, it's 4:05 sub time. Okay. Visit another world server. No, I want to travel to Louisville, which is my home. Okay. Okay. Back on Louisville. Alright, I don't think I can go travel to an American data server. I think that would like require a full transfer or something maybe? I'm not sure. Visit another data center. Yeah, just let's go to Europe. Choose a data center travel system. Okay. It says that I can go to Oceania as a bridge. Right click character's name, go to Oceania. Confirm the prompts to begin travel, which changes to title screen. Log back in, and as to confirm arrival, you can then select to board within the Materia DC and play with friends. Even if they're on the NA server. So, okay, I think that's what I'm thinking of. That's fine. Thank you.
That's the last of the orange juice.
Okay, that looks
Do you want
delicious.
that?
And I'm good, thank you.
Sure, with the ice?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Well, you can use it if you change your mind.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome.
Alright. Don't think I can get on an American server, so I don't think that's going to work out.
Good.
That's really good. Okay. Never mind. Might still queue up. Average wait time is only 17 minutes apparently. Who knows? pretty sure it used to be my grandfather before Orcus took over. He looks green enough to be my own grandchild now. Trick of the void, like as not. It's no secret that if a void sin doesn't want to devour you, it probably wants to take possession of your flesh. But Orcus has particular talent for it. And as you doubtless surmised, he's got an insatiable craving for ether. Killing is only a prelude to the act of gulping down our essence. Like a draught of ale after a day's work. He is old, I can't say exactly how old, and he's acquired a taste for the finer things. Seems your soul counts one of the finest he's ever seen. Things just keep getting better for us, don't they? It won't be the first time someone set their sights on my soul. Is that so? Used to be in a prize pig, are we? Any road. It's clear that safety is no longer something we can take for granted. Not even in a crowded street. Not even in the middle of the day. Keep your eyes peeled to watch out for those terrible red eyes. Just sit in chocobos for the moment. But I'll think of something and send you as soon as I can. Until then, never sleep far from your scythe. This is level 78. I can't actually do the last one at this level. Glad to see Orcus hasn't sunk his teeth into you yet, Forrest. Don't go think it's given up trying, though. It's out there, saving you from a distance. Can't resist checking in on his prize, just so he can't resist seeking out morsels to tide him over to his feast. The reports we've received of a man pale as death skulk about the sands is proof of that. And then there's the matter of this blunted dagger. We don't know who sent it, but we do know what it means. It's a warning, commonly used by the less savoury elements in Ordar. A warning that the next will be delivered sharp and straight to the belly. More fool them. They've no notion of what we face and lived, thinking we'd soil our small clothes over an empty threat. Let's hope there's nothing more than that, lass, seeing as we need to follow up on these reports sooner than later. Anyone fancy a bit of fresh air? If we catch a whiff of Orcus's foul stench, all the better. Forrest want you to ask around near Blackbrush Station, and I'll head to Stone's Throw. When you're done, meet me there and we'll share what we've dug up. Boom, boom. Got hair on my nose. I recognise that self-assured stride, the mark of a man ready to take on the world and then some. It must be the Eorzean Reaper the boss said word about. I'm almost disappointed to tell you nothing is amiss. The soldier in me would have loved to see a Reaper in action. I once fought in the Imperial Army, though you wouldn't know to look at me now. I served proudly under Lord Valens in my youth, until the day he ordered us to use common folk as fodder in some pointless skirmish. I refused and was sentenced to death for my candour. Needless to say, I didn't keep the appointment. Compared to that evil, toothless threats and ghosts are no bother, but the less jaded and more excitable. One lass in particular has been jumping at shadows. She claims to have seen all manner of terrors, but I suspect she's been startled by her own reflection. Still, if you want to lend an ear to her delusions, you could find her in Lost Hope. Oops, there we go. Oh, hello. Who are you? Oh, did Drusilla receive my missive? She sent someone to register this terrible evil waiting in the wings? Truly she cares for us, as if we really were her flesh and blood, which is more than I can say about my own. Not once have I longed to return to the life of comfort I left behind in Garlemald, and I have Drusilla to thank for that. She isn't the reason I left home in the first place, of course. Had I not met my beloved, she would likely still be feasting on lemon cakes and ignorance. In ignorance of love, of freedom, I found the former in Garlemald, and the latter in Eorzea, as I knew I have blossomed into something beautiful. Not every day has been easy, not even most days, but Drusilla's watchful eye has kept her safe, and our freedom is worth any measure of hardship. Such terrible fear gripped my heart when my beloved told me of the pale man he spied on the sands. But now that the family has come to help, I can breathe a sigh of relief. I'm sure you wish to know precisely where to find that horrid creature, but I cannot help half. so well as my beloved might. Seek him in the southeast and pray for an end to this nightmare. Your beloved is dead, I'm sure. Or not, or not. Oh, that's good. Through devilled mists the hunter doth now tread, tracking the scent of quarry others dread. In darkest night cry for a keeper, lo, by your side he walks, the reaper. Apologies for the effusive display, my friend. I'm a poet, you see, and cannot resist putting into words the flood of emotions that accompany such a striking figure as yours. Oh. The fuck? Monster. What the fuck is that? A blood-supped void scent. Grah. Never seen anything like this before. The bloodlust emanated from this void scent is potent and powerful. I think I might be alright. Would that I could have aided you, but alas, a poet's pen is of little use in battle. Unless, of course, that battle involves not swords and scythes, but words. Just ask the sire of my beloved, who is even now licking the wounds dealt by the invective verse I composed after he had the gall to forbid our union. Masterwork of scathing metaphor and subtle remonstration. Alas, for all their pretensions, nobles are anything but subtle in their rage. We were forced to flee, to abandon our homes with only our love for sustenance. Nevertheless, I have regretted not a moment of our life in exile. In Eorzea, we found an unexpected treasure, freedom. Freedom of mind and freedom of heart. But I digress. Surely you did not seek me out simply to save my life and leave with a nod and a smile. Did you wish to commission a poem? Pale man? Aye, I encountered him whilst wandering these arid wastes in search of inspiration. I felt the gaze of some terrible presence upon my back. And when I turned to meet it, he was standing there, grinning like a butcher on a bullpen. He wore robes much too thick for those scorched sands, and his skin looked as if it had never been kissed by the blazing sun. Worst of all, his eyes were as two bottomless pools of blood. I feared my end had come. Then he vanished as quickly as he had appeared. Perhaps I've been reckless. Recent incidents make it clear that the cost of inspiration is higher than I'm willing to pay. I shall return to my beloved for both my safety and hers. Thank you again, my saviour. There you are. And another one of his accursed minions. Well, I suppose we could take comfort in the fact that none of the family came to harm, yourself included. Well done. Speaking of which, what do you think of this family you've been thrust into? Speak freely. I haven't lived this long by taking offence at opinions I don't want to hear. Is it a family? Doesn't matter what I think, does it? If you say so, I reckon you don't hate us, and that's good enough for me. End of the day, we're just a ragtag band of outcasts, unfit to live under the Empire's boot. yours truly included. Much as some enlightened types might tell you otherwise, people like to have a say in the life they lead. That's what separates us from those bugs over there. Born queens, workers, drones, bred into roles ingrained so deeply that they wouldn't know how to live otherwise, for the glory and prosperity of the hive. Is that like Void Scent? But we've got it in us to be different. Might be born into farming, soldiering, or politicking. We can choose to walk a different path whenever the fancy should strike. It's in our nature to accept our lot without question. We have to believe in something, put our faith in it. Only then will we deign to march in step. And indeed, faith of a savage stripe is one way to get us to dance to the same tune. Others might be compelled through faith in logical law. Intangible, invisible, yet cause enough for killing and conquering if it suits their queen. Emmett Selk. The invaders have sullied our birthright for 8 centuries. No longer. We march for the locus and munus. With a few righteous words, his radiant solus Zosgalvus whipped up the hive into a frenzy. Once that fire is burning, the passion of the masses can't soon be quelled. What was once a wish for a home became a holy mission to spread enlightenment. Enlightenment which would not suffer such beliefs as the beastmen held. Countless scores rendered up their lives into the altar of empire, until an entire continent was united under a single magitek fist. For those who still dreamed the dream of unity, a deed worthy of song. Yet some awoke to see it for the tyranny it was, my father, Rulus, included. Talents of the Reapers are passed down through bloodlines. Rulus was the best of us, the most accomplished and feared in the Order's long history. The duty of the Reapers, our role in the hive if you will, was to deliver our countrymen from corrupt and power-hungry tyrants. When Garlemald found religion in conquest, its appetite grew to be insatiable. My grandfather pondered this conundrum for many sleepless nights and came to a decision. He would relieve Solus Zosgalvus of his life. Well then. "20 years ago, he slipped into the deepest chambers of the Imperial Palace, silent shadow, until he could hear the Emperor's beating heart. Yet when Rulus returned to me, Solus was alive and well. My grandfather, on the other hand, had a skittishness to his step, and his black hair had turned a pale white. He said naught of his encounter with the Emperor, save that the most powerful man in Garlemald was no man at all. Shamed in his defeat, my grandfather sought greater power. Bit by bit, he gave more of himself over to the Voidsent behind his avatar. Orcus struck when Rulus was weakest, taking his flesh and soul in one fell swoop. When he was finished, not a mote of my grandfather remained in that body. There was only Orcus. The fiend flew into rapturous frenzy, and my family were his first victims. I remember the chill of his teeth sinking into my flesh, gnawing until they reached my very essence. How am I standing here before you then? Our Orcus gorged on a soul that night, but it wasn't mine, not exactly. It was my avatar that filled his belly. Seems that was all he could stomach. Some might consider that a lucky twist of fate, but I had little time to ponder my fortune, fled soon as I was able. His radiance never looked kindly on those trying to end his life or their families. I wandered about for years until I settled here and started seeking out others like me, others who had awoken from the Empire's dream. Lemures is what we call the spirits of the dead in Garlean tongue. A fitting moniker if there ever was one. Waking up for a long sleep ain't unlike climbing out of the grave. I could attest to that. Son of a bleeding, remind me not to give such long-winded speeches when the sand's burning in my face. I'm headed back for some ale. See you at the headquarters. That's a cool little detail, that is. Welcome back, boss. How's the family? Shaken, but unharmed, aside from some tousled hair and a mangled verse. Orcus left one of his minions behind as a gift before us made quick work of it. I always said he was a keeper. You have an eye for a fierce of heart. I wager he could slay Orcus all on his own. Not that we'd let him take the glory. Of course we wouldn't. We'll all be there when Orcus tries to take his prize. I don't think we'll be waiting long either. Orcus said he'd strike when Forrest was ripe with fear and hatred and despair. Seasonings he's loath to forego. So what, you want me to feel that way? I have an inkling how we might trot out those emotions and finish off a half-eaten mess. Oh, hello. How many nights did you mourn your lost avatar? The wellspring of your power? I must say, it was quite the dish. Excuse me. Holy shit. I think not. Move as much as a finger and her head will hit the floor. Oh, that's it, Forrest. That fire. I would see it burn. I would see it rage. I would see the hatred seep into the depths of your soul. Shall I make this Drusilla's final breath? Or this one? It's so hard to choose. I was right to not give in to my baser instincts, to allow the thought of your taste to simmer in my mind, as you and Drusilla formed a bond, a kinship even. Born from an understanding of her inconsequential ideals, that you may better appreciate the bitter loss. But perhaps I should wait a while longer, to let the flavour of your hatred mature and the tang of your malice ripen. I can make use of Drusilla yet, revel in her screams, exult in her misery. Ah, how splendid it will be. All the while my prized piglet growing fat with the loathing and succulent with terror. Patience rewards a dutiful gourmand, after all. When your tantalizing flavour has fully matured, I shall return, and I shall reap my harvest. Goddamn voice-sent bastard, soulless piece of shite. Need to think, Herman. I know. Now's not the time to lose my temper. Deep breaths, cool heads. Right, we need a plan. First things first. Find out what Orcus is hiding. The rest of the family should be able to help with that. In the meantime, you need to prepare. I know you're good for us, but we can't leave the boss's life to chance. Sharpen your skills and your scythe, and sharpen them once more. The boss can do naught against Orcus without her avatar. That means you'll have to do the heavy lifting. Of course, I do what I can to afford you an advantage. You can count on that. For Drusilla. So what will this quest give me? Enshroud. Offers your flesh as a vessel to your avatar, gaining maximum stats of Lemure Shroud for 30 seconds. Okay. And it needs 50 Shroud to activate. Shroud Gauge. Allows for Shroud Gauge accumulation upon the landing of Gibbet, Gallows, or Guillotine. Alright. Cool. I should be able to get that done tomorrow. Because we've done high level dungeons. Done the big boys today. And it looks like it's too early in the day. I'm getting a bit tired. I think I'm gonna call the stream there. and we will finish off the Four Lords. Maybe tomorrow? And then do some of the other stuff. Finish off Reaper. And work on Viper / Picto. But I am exhausted right now. I'm going to call it there. Thanks everyone who stopped by. I do appreciate it. If you had a good time, give me a follow. I really, really appreciate that. I wish you all a good evening, and I'll talk to you all later. Goodbye.